Alright guys, so as you saw in the title and thumbnail, Talaria is pretty much a scam. But before I tell you like why it's a scam and everything, I got some brand new milk racing wheels that we're gonna throw on the Komodo, which it's pretty much pointless at this point because my Talaria is like pretty much cooked. But we're gonna throw it on anyways because it's gonna look so clean. I actually have like no idea if this is supposed to fit. This is like the biggest rear tire that they had, so this thing is sick. Dude, that is actually pretty sick. There's more stuff in here. What the heck? What the heck? What's the expiration date on this? Oh, they're still good, 2027. Alright, so we're pretty much just gonna throw these on, or just end it. Alright guys, so we finished the build. It literally took me way longer than expected. Here's what I found out. So number one, they apparently provide brake rotors, which I did not know that. We spent like a ton of time trying to like figure it out, and I just didn't look all the way in the box, and apparently they just provide brake rotors. But one big important thing is I'm pretty sure I ordered the exact same sprocket, like the exact size. It's not OEM, but I think it's the same size. The chain doesn't fit. So I'm basically gonna have to order a longer chain, because basically what happens is, since the tire is so big, you have to scoot the axle back a lot, which tightens up the chain, so you need a longer chain. So I'm gonna have to order a new chain before I can actually ride this, which is super annoying. But yeah, I honestly think the blue with these chunky tires looks so good. It's just so annoying that I have to get a new chain. They provided a chain, but it was the exact same size as the OEM, so there's like no point really. A couple dollars and a couple days later, I finally finished building my Talaria Komodo. It was a super stupid process. I had to order a new chain, and then that chain got delayed on Amazon like a whole week pretty much. Like I still don't even have the chain. I had to order a different type of chain, and thankfully it came the next day. Then when I installed the milk racing rims, the rotor would rub up against the actual brake caliper, so there were like metal shavings. So my neighbor had this idea where just put like some washers slash spacers. So I put some metal washers between the actual brake caliper and where it mounts, so it pushes the caliper to the side. I don't know why Milk Racing couldn't just simply have an off-road wheel set where it's just you put it on and it works like it should. But I'm like dying to go test this in the dirt, and that's where I'll tell you guys how Talaria is probably the biggest scam. Okay, so you're probably wondering how Talaria is a scam, and what I meant by Talaria is a scam, well, I guess there's like a lot of things that just honestly makes Talaria kind of just a scam in general, and that's when I was trying to buy my Talaria Komodo, I would obviously looked up Talaria, like the website. Well, turns out you can't just order Talaria products on their website, which is kind of the same for Suron, but it looks like, I could be wrong, there's actual like scam websites that try to sell you Talaria products. So like one of those is Talaria like Canada, and I almost ordered off of there, but then they were asking for like my bank account information, and I couldn't just do a standard credit card, so that was really suspicious. And so then I was just looking online and stuff, and then I thought of Facebook Marketplace, and then I found a reseller, and he actually had a website, so I ordered that. Then right when I opened it out of the box, I noticed the front tires were pretty skinny, So it was almost like kind of cheap tires, honestly. Like, they were low-key Sur-Ron tires. After doing a bunch of jumps and stuff, I was like, man, this suspension is kind of soft. I took my Talaria Komodo to a mechanic for him to make the front suspension stiffer. And what you do is usually the easy way is to put stiffer shock oil in it. And so he believed it was like 7 weight stock. And so he put in 10 weight, and that did absolutely nothing. I had him put in 15 weight, and that still did nothing. So it was pretty much non-adjustable. And then we went even further as to adjust the valves that are inside the front forks. And that still did nothing, which is absolutely ridiculous. And before you say it in the comments, yes, I did adjust the little clickers on the top of the front suspension, and that still does nothing. So it's pretty much impossible to adjust your front suspension. He even put stiffer shock oil in the rear shock, and that pretty much still did nothing too. So the fact that it's, one, hard to buy, oh my gosh, almost just died. It's hard to buy, it comes with dinky front tires, and you can't adjust the suspension. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. I felt like I wasn't gonna make that. Jeez. And now, there's an entirely new problem, which is probably gonna cost me $2,000. And that is the battery. My battery has pretty much failed. So basically, I can't charge the battery on this past currently 46%, which is ridiculous. So my battery is pretty much toast, unless somehow I get it fixed, which the guy that I bought it from is messaging someone, Talaria or the manufacturer or something, and they're not willing to just send me a new battery. Either they want me to fix the battery and replace the BMS system, or I have to send my old battery and then they'll send me the new one, which they still haven't replied to the guy that I bought it from. So it's this whole long process. It's been like 2 weeks. So it absolutely sucks. And that's pretty much my main reasons for Talaria being a scam. Like, I will never buy Talaria again, probably. Because first the front suspension, and now the battery. It's ridiculous. Basically, I let the battery sit for like a month, and so now it's deciding not to work. Talaria just honestly feels like a scam at this point. Even though you actually do get it and it works, but honestly, the quality just sucks. Like, you should be able to adjust the suspension. So that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.